Running right. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 50 racks on the camouflage bells. 2 diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. 2 twin, Tony Hessel and Grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to M, now I got sell.
Here's 2nd and 7. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's brought down at the 30.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Chargers 0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter
1st
1.
and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to complete this with a Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Third down at 6. Herbert just beat the play clock toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And they're on the 19-yard line.
There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I get your money out, believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
19 yards.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Boye Mafe. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Darnold. And that's complete. It sends. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves him in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming.
At the 46-yard line.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Open man here, Sims complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Second and 7.
Here we go, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll try to run the option here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, 34 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
21. Chargers 6. Jason Myers to get
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Herbert now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On the counter, it's Walker. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Let's go, let's go.
Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score.
Chargers 13.
Now after the Nique field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd and 19. Darnold now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Go, go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Chargers 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked all the shack now. Still push a button to let the whip on the back down. I'm on the road.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And a loose football. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He's to the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown Seahawks.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Chargers 21. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty rubbed up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
59.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
My actions been louder than my words. I am so, but still so down.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Cap.
Now Herbert going to change the look. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Buying time was left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And the Chargers, first down. First down and goal to go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Tyler Conklin there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Chargers 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Half the year, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business? Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw is Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
It's a turnover.
Well, such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
5-9.
Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he could have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Darnold. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. Herbert now to throw. That one complete to McConkey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 45-yard line. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.